Hi everybody, I'm working on a brand new drawing now, and I've been asked for a while to draw a couple of characters on video, which I'm going to do today. I'm going to go ahead and draw Harley Quinn and the Joker, and like I said, I've been asked this many times, and I just have never found time to do it before, so this is the day I'm going to do that. I'm making a video series where I'm going to try and draw several of the characters that I've worked on professionally, and certainly the Joker and Harley are two of them that I've gotten to work on that have been particularly fun to work on. This video that you're seeing here, as I'm recording this, is already in progress. This drawing was. On previous videos, I didn't know what to do, and so I just turned on the camera and started drawing from the beginning. And what I did was I made the base drawing very lightly in a super light mechanical pencil, just very, very light lines where I was just hardly even touching the paper at all. And so I would sketch that out and kind of block in the drawing and then go back over it to where you could see it with this darker pencil. And it turns out, as I watched them, that the camera didn't pick up that mechanical pencil very well at all, and so it looks like I'm just drawing and drawing on this paper, and you can't even hardly see the images. And so what you're seeing now is this drawing already in progress. I've already kind of blocked it in very lightly, and I'm just going over it and fixing my drawing problems as I go, making it look better. And hopefully when we get to the end of this one, it's going to look like I want it to. And if it doesn't, that's okay too. I can either try again and redraw it and make a video of that, or I can just move on and do some other thing and maybe come back to it another day. We'll see how it goes. I love to draw, I love sketching, and that's what this is all about. So just got the camera on here, and I'm just going to go through this and just sketch away and try and make these characters. But like I said, the drawing is already in progress as I've started the video here, so I'm now trying to make it look good, show you how these characters are drawn. Not only do I love drawing, but I also love to show people how to draw. I like seeing other people draw. I like watching drawing, and so I'm trying to create some videos here where I do that. I've got a website that I've just launched, and the website is called Sketching 101, and it's actually www.sketching101.com, and I'd like to invite you to go and take a look at it if you'd like. I'm going to have links to some of my videos on there and just different things. It's for people that like to draw or like to watch people draw, and there'll be some teaching of how to draw and just fun. So go ahead and take a look at that if you'd like. Let me know what you think about it. If there's anything on there that you'd like to see that's not there now, please let me know what that is. You can contact me directly through that website. I have two websites now. I have sketching101.com, and then the other one is my full name, toddaaronsmith.com, and you're welcome to visit that one too. I'm just about to upgrade that one. It seems to be a little bit outdated, so I'm going to go through and try and fix it up here as soon as I get a chance. I've been very busy these days. I just did a convention recently. It was Planet Comic Con here in Kansas City, where I live, and I've done that one the last 7 or 8 years, I think. I love doing that convention. I have a table set up at the convention in Artist's Alley, and basically I sit there and draw for people all day long. So I'm just drawing and drawing and drawing. This year was an incredibly busy convention. They're always busy, but it just seemed like this time it was a lot more busy than usual. The convention is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and on Saturday and Friday, I began drawing just before the doors opened for everybody to come in, and I never stopped drawing until people were gone. I mean, it was just one drawing after the next, after the next, after the next, and I don't believe I've ever drawn so much for so long, so quickly, as I did at this convention. It seemed like I always had a line of people in front of me, and they were interested in what I was doing and wanted to see me drawing these things, and I just couldn't draw fast enough. I couldn't keep up with it. It was a good problem to have. You know, the opposite could have been true. It could have been that nobody was interested at all and nobody came to see what I was doing, and I would have been wasting a whole weekend there, but that's not what happened. It was very busy, and it was just a terrific show, and I know everybody that I've talked to said it was a great show. Everybody did very well, and everybody was just busy, swamped the entire time making drawings. So that's what I do there. I make these drawings, and I make the drawings of characters that I've worked on professionally. So I'll draw the Joker a million times that weekend, and Harley Quinn. Harley's a very popular character, of course, and so a lot of people want me to draw her. But there's a lot of other characters too. I did Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman and just a bunch of characters that I've worked on before. So it's a great time, and people are terrific. I love those people that come out to the convention. If you're interested in people watching, that is the place for you, because you will see things that you never imagined at a convention like that one. And you can just sit there and watch people all day long. Some of the most interesting things you've ever seen in your life. And I feel very privileged because I get to be there and get to see those people and talk to those people and get to know some of them. I've made some really good friends at that convention that I may have those friends for life. And so I like to go back there and sit there and sketch for people. And I'll just make a drawing, you know, for whatever they want, drawing after drawing after drawing, all day long, all weekend long. And boy, by the end of the show, I'm just worn out. My brains are fried, and I just want to go home and get something to eat and crash. And that's exactly what I did every night, because it was a lot of work. It was just drawing all day. The people are terrific, though, and I love when folks come and take an interest in what I'm doing. Let's make some shadow lines here on Harley's costume. Lots of highlights and shadows during Batman the Animated Series. That was the style that it was done in, and people still talk about it. It's pretty amazing. I've had the opportunity to work on a lot of great characters over the years, and some of them people don't remember at all, and others people talk about and will probably talk about for a long, long time. Batman the Animated Series was out 25 years ago, roughly, and people are still talking about it today. And like I said, there were some that I worked on that people don't remember at all, and that's okay. Sometimes you get a great show that lives on forever, and other times not so much. The Batman characters are great. They're a lot of fun to draw. Tons of personality put into them. And it's kind of funny, the fans seem to remember the shows and know them better than I do. I worked on these characters, and I don't remember a lot of the stuff that people will come up and talk to me about different episodes, or, you know, their different favorite things that happened in the shows, and boy, it's hard for me to even remember some of that stuff, or people will mention things and then I remember it, but if they hadn't mentioned it, I may never have thought about it again. So it's kind of funny when people are fans of these shows that they watch them and they know more about them than I do, you know. And I sit there and work on these characters, and they're more knowledgeable about what goes on in the shows than I am. So I did lots and lots of drawing that weekend. I'm going to do another one here coming up soon. That'll be a lot of fun. And that one will be Superman Celebration. It happens in Metropolis, Illinois. And that one, I've been to that one before. I was there one time earlier, and it was a couple of years ago. And it's a wonderful environment there. I just love Superman Celebration. Everybody there feels like family. It's just a great family situation, and I'll do the same thing there that I did at Planet Comic-Con. I'll sit there and just draw all weekend long. By the way, the pencil that I'm using right now is a Woodless Graphite pencil. It's made by Koh-I-Noor, and it's a wonderful, wonderful pencil. It has a very soft feel as I'm drawing on the paper. Here's what the package looks like. Woodless Graphite pencils. There are 12 of them in this package that I have. I'm using a 4B. There's different weights of darkness for these pencils, but 4B seems to be the one that I like to use the best out of this package. I like them all, but 4B shows up really well on video too. Here's the paper that I'm using. This is a Bristol Smooth, Bristol board by Koh-I-Noor. And these kind of pads are pretty amazing. I've never seen anything quite like this before, but you tear the paper out, you take it out from the spiral binding, and then you can put it back in. The pages are cut just so that you can replace that paper in your drawing pad when you're done drawing on it. So you can keep everything together that way like a portfolio. I've never seen anything like that before. So I have a couple of those pads. The one that I'm drawing on now is the Bristol Smooth. They also have a vellum surface, which I also really love. I probably draw on that one more than on the smooth surface, but you know, try them both and see which one you like. They're both great surfaces. Bright white paper, very nice, very, very nice to draw on. So here, this is the side of Harley's costume that is black, as most of you probably know. Her costume is red and black for the most part. And half of it is red and half of it is black. And it took me a while to learn which side was which. I have model sheets of Harley showing exactly the way she's supposed to be drawn. And the way I remember it is that the mask that she's wearing over her head, or her cowl, I guess I should call it, is divided into two like the rest of her costume is. And the left side is the one that's black and the right side is the one that's red. And then you just go back and forth across her body as you work your way down or up, either way you do it. And just remember that start off with the left side of her head being the black side and the right side being the red side. And you can remember which colors she needs. Here's that part that I need to remember. And that's how I remember it, just by remembering which side of her head is which color. That's how to remember Harley's colors. So as I'm working my way through this is a drawing here that I did several times at the conventions. And it seemed to go over really well. I think people were more excited about this drawing when I would make one than maybe any of the rest of them. Maybe it's because in this one, the way that the Joker and Harley are together just is pretty stereotypical of their relationship. Harley is smiling and leaning on the Joker, and he has kind of an evil face, you know, he's has kind of a villain face, very typical of the Joker. And so this one was kind of a favorite one that I did over the weekend, so I thought I would make a video of drawing it here. Hey, I hope you'll check out some of my other videos too. I have other characters that I've drawn and made videos of me drawing them. When you do that, if you would, please hit the subscribe button and just take a look and see what all I have. By the way, if anybody wants an original sketch like this, like the one that I'm drawing now, I usually draw them with a blue pencil. It's a blue animator's pencil. And that's usually the way that I do it. And I have some of those available if you would like to have one, an original sketch that I drew of any of these characters that I'm doing. You can certainly get one. Just, let me know what you'd like, or look it up on my website, and you can either contact me there or just buy it outright if I have one that you like for sale, and you're glad to. I'm glad to get it to you, and I hope you like it. Just let me know if you'd like to have one. Joker is usually drawn with black hair for the most part, and then that highlight that I've made here in the middle of his hair, that's just a highlight, and of course that would be green, and the rest of his hair would be black. And so it looks like all of his hair is green when you do it that way. It's kind of a fun way of creating the Joker. Rather than having all of his hair be green with a black highlight, you make it all black with a green highlight. That's kind of a fun way to make the Joker's hair. He's a great character, great couple of characters, and I love to draw them. And right now what I'm doing is just kind of going back over some of the stuff that I laid down in the first place, making it a little nicer looking, a little more visible. You know, sometimes that's the trick to making a nice drawing. You lay down your pencils, kind of blocking in everything, and then after you've done that, you go back over it and enhance it, I guess, is a good way to say that. Let's see, I'm going to put these lines on the gloves, on the fingers of the gloves. There we go. But anyway, you just go back over and make your line quality look a little bit better. I don't know if you can tell, but the lines that I'm drawing here go from a little bit thicker lines to much thinner lines. I think that creates kind of an interesting style in your drawing. It makes it look good. And here's a big thick one. Need to shade in this part of Harley's leg, as it's a part of the costume as well. And I didn't do that before, so now's the time. I don't know if the camera can even see the bottom of what I'm drawing right now. I think that it can, but I may not have set it up to be able to see the entire page, so anyway, I'm just filling in the bottom part of her leg with dark color. Love to be able to draw this stuff. I'm glad I'm finally putting these on video so you can see how I've drawn these as well. And they need to be sitting on something, I think, so we're making it's kind of an armrest, I guess, for a big chair that they're sitting on. Let's see, I think he needs more arm up here. It's not quite right yet, so let's put the rest of that arm. Bring the chair backing on down. Yeah. That's better. And again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button on my site here. I'm going to be adding more videos as soon as I can. Please do check out those other videos. Let me know what you think of them. Check out my website, sketching101.com, or my other website, toddaaronsmith.com. And that is how we do it.